Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the Minnesota Vikings.
Ready.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
It's our time.
First carry now for Alexander Madison. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. It didn't happen on that play.
Well, the 2nd down throw on target, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Draw play, Madison, and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking 1st down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is. Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Hey, exit. Snap.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Get ready. Let's go. 60 on. Two draw quarters. Shoot.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st.
Ready, ready. 50, play. Championship, baby. 5.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. Trying to run inside, but nothing there.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Hey, check it. Go.
They'll try to get it on the ground with Madison. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So backed up to the 6 now. 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Set to throw on first. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. That means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Brissett. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 26.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
That's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On the ground, this is the former Viking, Jerick McKinnon. And yet again, he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense. Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 55, Mike, guys. 55.
On 3rd down, Brissett. Able to haul it in as Kittle. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Jones. And he will force his way forward for a yard or two, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back.
Here we go. Here we go.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, here's Brissett. This is caught. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that'll help him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now back to throw. Going for the deep ball. He's got him in. Complete. A big gain of 38 there on 3rd down. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Ochena Nwosu in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Eluding the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and their divisional round. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Brissett sets to throw it. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number 1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Mike, check, 59.
Here's Brissett toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Here's Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The kick by Sanders is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Hey, Echo. Hey, Jet.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson able to record his 5th sack of the season. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18, and his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Throwing. Brissett. Dancing to his left. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Dante Pettis as the first half is winding down as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 17-3. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time here for likely a couple of plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Well, the Vikings are pointing. Minnesota football. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. On the toss, Madison. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Uchenna Nwosu. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Matt Weil now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Brissett on 3rd and 2. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Brissett now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. Brissett now, and that'll be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Harrison Smith on the safety blitz, able to get the sack.
Well, nothing takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
And what's delay?
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. He finds Taylor, complete. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, Have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet? And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to air one out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
We're set on first down. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Now Brissett. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
Gonna let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built up that lead at intermission, and they're just continuing to pour it on right now, aren't they?
Locked into a really good groove right now. I don't know if it's just the play calling. I know the execution is really, really sharp right now, and all the playmakers are doing exactly what you expect. They're making plays, and right now, defense has no answer and no chance of catching up.
Yeah, they're just looking to turn anywhere for a stop defensively. First down, Brissett. Hooking up here with Trent Taylor. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Out of the gun, Brissett. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bucs on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 5.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone.
Good work, boy. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And in fact, we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. This run defense has been pretty stout all game long. Now you're here in the 4th quarter. Just rely more on the passing attack.
I don't think you have any choice, and I don't think you have to dress it up at all either. Throughout the first 3 quarters, you're still trying to convince the defense that you may run the football. That's out the window right now. Protect, let your quarterback operate, and try and find some targets in the open field downfield.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've...
And look at this. It's a fake. Going absolutely nowhere. He'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Jones. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Hurry. Let it go.
From the gun, here's Brissett. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Sanders' kick is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready. Get ready.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. On 3rd down, they run to Madison. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 2nd and 1. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for Tampa Bay, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.